nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my...
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ricky. Check 52.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch the air. Out. Get it.
They'll try the left side. It's Patrick. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check it.
Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Taylor now returning it. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Mike, let's go defense. Let's go defense. Oh, here we go. Shoot. Hey, go.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jackson from the shotgun. Complete. This is Lewis. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Undercrush. No. 25. Check 25. Check 2.
They'll try the left side. It's Patrick. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on, D. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Braxton. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
I got it. 36. Tighten up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Hey.
On second down now. It's Patrick, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here we go. 8, read. Here we go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Taylor. as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Patrick. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30, and he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Send Lobo. All day, dog. Alert 3, alert 3. Step.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Check 37. Check 9, check 9. Get it.
They'll try the left side. It's Patrick. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line. 15. Double dog, double dog. That's the win.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Get in the right room. Watch the safety creep. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 45. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Jackson. This is caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From a yard out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's get this all day.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready? 45 to Mike. Go. Day, every day, any day. 45 to Mike. 45. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check three. Shift. Go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Watch tight end's right. Everyone's got full.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Patrick. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, let's get set.
On 2nd down, Braxton. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Slam. Show it up.
On 1st down, it's Patrick. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, alert.
They'll try the left side. Patrick. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
90 Wolf. 2 times.
Looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the block. Watch the block. Motion. Block. Safe. Check your hot read. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Get it.
Now a give, right side. It's Patrick. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Ravens have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Even. 4 down. Even.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Shrugs him off. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike 5-4. I got you, pump. Why? Get hit it.
On first down, Patrick. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry. Go.
They'll try to left side. It's Patrick.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brought down at the 26. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On the set.
Hey, Mike 40. Strip the ball. Strip it.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll run on first down. Patrick. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try to left side. It's Patrick. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Set 18 Gator.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 31.
Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Chance.
Speed grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a give, right side. Patrick, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They run with Taylor. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 8, a good gain ordinarily, but they still need to cover a ton of ground now on 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45. Switch up, switch up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patrick. No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Off! 58's the money!
From the gun, Jackson. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Check 45! Check 45!
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Lewis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patrick. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Patrick. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the Ravens' 12-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike's back forward. Watch the run, watch the run.
Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Brings up second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
Second and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Mike, 58, right there. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. I got one. Patch it. Hey, watch it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Second down 6 at the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Go. Run. You got it. Go. 58, Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Pushing through the contact. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
94.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my feet. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it